Please welcome to the stage, Drake Howell.
Hello, Utah. How are you? It's almost lunchtime. So, how many of you plan to go to the Bank of Utah Championship in a couple weeks at Black Desert? Anyone? A few of us? How about that? Right here in southwestern Utah, we have this amazing professional golf event. My wife and kids and I, we went to the LPGA event this past May, and we were blown away at the excellence of golf, just the level of excellence. I'd never been to a professional golf event before, and I highly recommend it. Get tickets to the PGA event in a couple weeks, and then in the spring, the LPGA. It's a great opportunity for us here in southwestern Utah. We have a golf ball up here on the slide. You may be wondering why golf connected to BZI Innovation Park. We're here at SUU, and I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about physics, because you're probably getting a little sleepy, and I know physics is super exciting, so we're gonna have a little bit of a physics discussion here. So you see this golf ball in this beautiful fairway. Where do you think the center of gravity of this golf ball is? Think about it. Ask your neighbor. Let's see where that, whoa, did any of you guess that? Right in the center of the golf ball, okay? Maybe Physics 101, let's go to Physics 201. I love mountain biking. I'm a coach for the local high school team, the Iron Giants. Any other coaches in the house? Let's hear it for the Iron Giants. What a great organization high school mountain biking is. I'm jealous that wasn't around back in the ancient days when I was at high school. So this rider is coming down a slope. You can kind of see he's off his saddle, kind of hovering over that back tire. Where is the center of gravity in this type of situation? Think about it, ask your neighbor, call a friend. Right there. If that center of gravity was toward the handlebars, what would that rider be seeing very soon? Yeah, endo and likely an emergency room visit. Our daughter, just about 3 or so weeks ago, we were on a downhill slope practicing with the Giants, and she took a spill and broke her wrist and elbow. Center of gravity matters. All right, Physics 301. Look at this shape. We all recognize it as the shape of our awesome state of Utah. Where do you think you could place the center of gravity in our state? Iron County, Farron? Okay, we all have our special places, right? Well, guess what? We're in Iron County today, so one might win out over the others, but let's see where this center of gravity lands. Whoa, look at that. Iron County, how about that? And more specifically, I want to introduce you to Utah's new center of gravity, BZI Innovation Park. A few years ago, we had a pretty ambitious vision of creating this inland port concept, an industrial park that's rail-served here in Iron County to elevate the community, provide awesome opportunities, high-value opportunities for our team members, and drive economic opportunity and awesome growth. And so we had to start somewhere. We started assembling the land. We did that, started working with partners at Utah Inland Port Authority, with our great government friends at Iron County, and we started putting the pieces together. Our first major project after assembling all that and getting the approvals in place, we wanted to start with rail. It's a great opportunity to have our branch line. It's about a 30-mile branch line off the main line between Vegas and Salt Lake. And so we put our first phase of rail infrastructure in, which comprises of about 2 parallel tracks, a drop and pull track and a transload track off which we transload our rail cars. Since then, so we finished that in 2023. By the way, the Utah Inland Port Authority project area called Iron Springs was established in April of 2023. We had a grand opening. Governor Cox was gracious to come and visit us then later that year around July, August of 2023. In those last 2 years, we've transloaded over 700 rail cars, which translates into over 125 million pounds of material. About 70% of that is steel, which is supporting our parent company, BZI Group. Our main core business is steel erection and fabrication. We bring a lot of that steel in via rail. And we also are becoming quite a hub for regional lumber distribution. The Union Pacific, right out of the gate, after reviewing our operating plan, they liked it so much that they identified us as a focus site, which for them is an economic development driver of leading industries, manufacturers who are needing a southwestern U.S. location on the rail to come and locate at BZI Innovation Park. And we really appreciate the partnership of the Union Pacific. After that, we started in earnest our land development. So the 820 acres, we broke up into 3 phases. Our first phase is around 330 or so of those acres, and we just finished that with infrastructure, sewer lines, water, storm drain, fiber, natural gas, and electric power. We finished that a couple months ago, and we have 330 acres ready for your manufacturing, your industry operation to come and locate there. Please visit Colliers and Newmark, our brokers there. We're excited to start selling the property. We also have finished our first spec building. This is about a 67,000 square foot building that can house up to 8 different tenants. Our first tenant just on Friday had its grand opening. That tenant is Iron Depot. We're excited to have our first permanent tenant in the park. And we're working, obviously, very aggressively on getting some other tenants that we hope to announce soon. This has had quite an impact here locally. We estimate in the last 10 or so years, since 2016, we've invested around $60 million in the local economy here in Iron County and Cedar City. Currently, our payroll is around $2.5 million a week. 70% of that trickles down to households that are based here in Iron County. That's some economic impact. We're also super excited about the synergy that's developing between Iron County and our friends in Washington County. You may think about it in a similar way to the example up north with the Northwest Quadrant, industry, distribution heavy, and then Silicon Slopes to the south in Utah Valley. There's synergy. Tech needs manufacturing, and manufacturing needs tech. And we're seeing that developing here in southern Utah, where we have our friends with the tech and distribution heavy in Washington County. Iron County can be the manufacturing arm of that synergy. We have a great relationship between the two counties developing. Just recently, our parent company, BZI Group, was again awarded the top workplace in Utah and in the USA. It's a great place to work. Looking ahead, we can have up to 8 million square feet of industrial and commercial building as we develop the entire park. We also have about 220 residential units that are approved for the park, which will help the housing component. We talk to these manufacturers, these companies across the nation, and as we all know, it's super important for them to locate here and have the ability to have their folks housed. So we're looking forward to that in the future as well. Around 1,000 high-quality jobs will be based at the park, and over time, $120 million of incremental tax revenue to the local economy. And then the image there, the rendering that you see in the slide, this is our future headquarters office building. Hopefully, we'll start that in 2027, and we'll finally get all of us in under one roof. So this is a presentation of what's happening at BZI Innovation Park, where truly we're finding a way to fulfill the purpose of BZI, of establishing great high-value opportunities for our team members, as well as creating thriving communities. We want you to come visit us, come see us at the park. Thank you for your time.